Through the first half of this video, I accidentally kept calling Maci Mackenzie. I do apologize. I've edited out and done voiceovers to try to fix it. I'm sorry, you guys. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. There has been drama, and I'm going to give you guys the details to it because it may not be over exactly what you're thinking. Okay, this past Tuesday, we got to see an episode of Teen Mom OG where Ryan and Mac, they talked smack about Maci Bookout. Later that night, Maci made a tweet that seemingly threw shade at Ryan, and everybody thought that it had something to do with the episode. It turns out it was not just the episode. So recently they filmed the reunion and things really blew up there, you guys. So I'm going to give you guys the details of what happened on the show just in case you missed it. And I'm going to go into the details of what happened at the reunion because it is wild. So on Tuesday night's episode, we got to see Bentley make the decision that he was not going to go to Jagger's birthday party that he had already promised his Mimi that he would go to because he ended up finding out that it was going to be at Ryan's house. So just kind of rewind so I can give you guys more of a backstory because I think it's probably needed here if you have not watched the last two episodes. So Ryan and Mackenzie's son Jagger, his first birthday party is coming up. Mimi Jen reaches out to Mackenzie and tells her, hey, Jagger's birthday party is coming up. Can Bentley come? It's going to be at my house. And Mackenzie tells her through text, I don't see why that's a problem. I'll let Bentley know and he can make his decision and he'll contact you. So Maci and Taylor did sit down with Bentley on camera and they told him what was going on. Hey, your brother's birthday party is coming up. It's at your Mimi and Papa's house. Do you want to go? And it seemed like they kind of let him make that decision. I, for one, and this is just my opinion, I probably would have done that off camera so Bentley did not feel pressured to say yes or no or whatever. But Bentley, he did say if it's at Ryan and Mac's house or his daddy and Mac's house, he didn't want to go. He said he had not seen them in a while and it would be just a big jump from not seeing them for so long to just be at their house all of a sudden. So he said as long as it's at, Jen and Larry's, he'll go. He made the telephone call to tell his Mimi that he would go. She was excited about it. However, just a couple days later, Mimi, Jen, texts Maci and says, oops, my bad, I got the dates wrong. The birthday party on that date is actually at Ryan and Mackenzie's house. The birthday party at our house is going to be following that, like on another day. So Maci, he gets irritated about it. Her and Taylor talk about it, and they are wondering if the mix-up was on purpose. They end up sitting Bentley down again. And Taylor starts off with a comment that, once again, rubbed me the wrong way, but I'm big fans. I think they have done great so far, and I really relate to them a lot with my situation with my two older kids. So they're one of the couples that I relate to the most. However, when they sat down with Bentley the second time, Taylor makes a comment, you've already told us you didn't want to go to your dad's house. So we found out the party is at your dad's house. Do you still want to go? Once again, I would have had that conversation off camera just so there was no pressure for Bentley. And so Ryan could not watch that and have something to say about it. I felt like just to keep the drama down, probably those conversations probably should have happened off camera, but I'm sure production was there saying, let us film it. Anyways, Bentley did say, if it's at Ryan and Max, I don't want to go. I will go to the one at Mimi and Papa's after that. So Maci asked Bentley, do you want to go ahead and call your Mimi and let her know? Bentley said yes. And she said, do you want MTV to film the audio? Bentley said that was fine. So they did. Now, we don't get to see him call, but we get to hear him call. He calls Jen and he says, hey, Mimi, I'm not going to be at the birthday party that's going to be at Daddy and Mac's house. I'll be at the birthday party that's at your house. And she kind of, tries to get him to answer, why, buddy? Are you sure? Is everything okay? And he's just like, yeah, I haven't seen Daddy in a while, so I think it would be a big jump. But I'll be at the one at y'all's house, which I thought, okay, that's fine. Why make a big deal out of it? He's been going through a lot. He's trying to get his dad to go to therapy. His dad is refusing. So if his dad's not going to do something for Bentley, why should Bentley do something for his dad, right? So Jen says, okay, that's fine. They get off the phone. Birthday parties come and go, and after the birthday parties, we get to see Ryan and Mackenzie talking, and Mackenzie basically says that Maci is being a petty bitch, and that she is sick of it, she is sick of Maci, and that her job is to protect her kids, Jagger and Bentley's other siblings, and basically, she don't want to see him hurt them, they think that Maci is the one behind a lot of this, and it's her job to protect them. It's her job to protect her kids. So I got a little angry about that because I was like, and it's Maci's job to protect her kid, Bentley. Like, Maci's not going to consider your kid over her kid. I thought it was kind of crazy for her to say that. It kind of angered me a little bit because I'm like, Bentley has been through a lot concerning Ryan. Ryan has not been a dad. He's been more like an uncle. And now you want Bentley just to go with the flow and go to these birthday parties for his brother, even though it makes him uncomfortable, while he can go to his brother's birthday party at his Mimi and Papa's. Like, why are you making it sound like Bentley is hurting his little brother because he wasn't at his birthday party when he was at one of the birthday parties? Anyways, after that episode this past Tuesday night, Maci took to Twitter and she made a post. And it said, if you are willing to look at another person's behavior towards you as a reflection of the state of their relationship with themselves, rather than a statement about your value as a person, then you will, over a period of time, cease to react at all. A lot of people obviously thought that she was throwing the shade at Ryan, and it was because that night's episode. However, I'm here to let you guys know that's not all that it was. They have been recently filming the Teen Mom reunion, and things took a turn for the absolute worst. I'm talking about, get up, let's go outside, we'll handle it like real men. That's right, you guys. So at the reunion, because COVID, they could not bring them all in one location again and have them all sit on the couch. But what production tried to do is they set up a location in Tennessee for Maci, Taylor, Jenna Larry, and Ryan and Mackenzie to all film. They did want to bring Ryan and Mackenzie on stage with Maci and Taylor, but they all refused. Then production asked if Taylor would share a couch with Mackenzie, so the two step-parents. However, once again, they refused. So Jen and Larry, they said that they would share the couch with Maci and Taylor. And they've done that in the past, so that's not unfamiliar. They've kind of had, before the past few years, they had a decent relationship with Maci. I mean, they were even invited to her wedding. They would babysit her kids. So there were times where they had really good relationships with Maci and Taylor. And then there were a few times where they got kind of rocky. So they decided they're going to share the couch with Maci and Taylor. From what sources are saying, tensions was so high that you could literally cut it with a knife, and Maci clearly was teed off at Jen and Larry. So much that sources in production said that Jen kept asking Maci, what's wrong? What's wrong? Are you okay? Are you okay? And Maci would only give short, vague answers, which gave even more suspicion that she was aggravated or mad at Jen and Larry. Now, as time went on in the reunion, as they sat down on the couch and they were being questioned, Taylor ended up getting very ticked off, and he jumps up and he just goes off on Jen and Larry. So according to the Ashley, at the end of the segment of the reunion, Taylor exploded on Jen and Larry, and he told them that Ryan is a piece of crap, and that unlike Ryan, he has been there for Bentley for a long time. He told Larry and Jen that Ryan should be more like he is. I agree. While obviously, you know, I don't always agree with everything about Maci and Taylor. One thing you can't deny is Taylor has been a good stepdad. Does he drink a beer here and there? Absolutely. But you see him on TV, you know, playing catch with him. He's the coach of the baseball team. So he's very involved, you know, and when you see them interact, you could tell that he loves Bentley. He looks at Bentley as his son, whereas Ryan looks at Bentley as his nephew. So I absolutely get why Taylor would be so aggravated. And I'm glad that someone's finally telling them, like, hey, it's not okay that your son does not take care of his son. Taylor got up and eventually asked Larry if he wanted to take things outside. It got that serious. Yes, it did. So they ended up not going outside, though. The source says that Maci also exploded on them, yelling at Jen and calling her a manipulative bitch. What? Yep, that's right. And it was that night that Maci made the post on Twitter, which obviously fans speculated that it was due from the show. So it wasn't just from the show, it was actually due to the reunion and what happened at the reunion. Maci and Taylor, they did end up storming off stage, and the source is unsure of whether or not they actually finished their taping of the segment for the reunion. Maci also made another post, and it read, I really wanted to post some petty bitch and hilarious comments, but I'll wait till they can tell me the definition of petty without Googling it and reading it out loud. She's clearly insinuating that Ryan and Mackenzie, they don't even know what the definition of petty is, and I agree. Like, if y'all think Maci is a petty baby mama, while I'm sure there's time that she has been, I know some petty baby mamas, and let me tell you, Maci is far from any baby mama that I've seen that can be extremely petty. I think Ryan should be happy that he doesn't have a baby mama that holds him more accountable. I think he's got it pretty easy for the most part, you know. Just my opinion. You guys can leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Now, the Edwards clan, they have not responded to Maci's tweets or said anything about what happened at the reunion. I'm looking for something. You know, I'm looking for them to say something. Mackenzie did respond on some negative comments to an unrelated post on her IG account. When she was asked why she doesn't speak out on camera much regarding the Maci situation, she told the fan, "Why would I say anything on camera? Nobody is going to like what I have to say, so may as well stay quiet." I agree. You probably should stay quiet, because I don't think anybody is going to like what you have to say when you want to blame everything on Maci, who is the mom that is taking care of a child, but yet you are married to a man who doesn't take care of Bentley and has always been the crappier person out of the two. Like, while they have both made mistakes, Ryan's mistakes is like way up here and Maci's is like down here, and she actually takes care of her child. So, like, Mackenzie, you probably don't want to say anything because you probably get your butt handed to you when you want to complain about Maci, but yet you want to sit over there and coddle Ryan and kiss his butt and be an enabler for him. In my opinion, obviously it's my opinion that Mackenzie, Jen, and Larry, they're all enabling Ryan, even more so now than they probably ever have. So yeah, you guys, that's what's going on. Teen Mom Reunion blew up. I can't wait to watch it and see what actually happens. I'm glad. Like, I have been waiting for Dr. Drew to like really sit them down and tell them, like, you guys are enabling Ryan. Like, being supportive and being enablers, you know, it's a fine line, and you guys are enabling him. If you're just going to sit back and say, oh, we're never going to say anything, we're never going to try to hold Ryan accountable because we don't want to be the reason he relapses, I don't agree with that. You know, I think addiction is very serious. And obviously, if you have a loved one that is a recovering addict, you want to know how to handle that and be supportive without being an enabler. But Jen and Larry and Mackenzie, in my opinion, they enable him. They don't hold him accountable. They coddle him. And that is the reason why Ryan acts the way that he acts. He acts like a big old baby. And I was not shocked to hear that at the birthday party, he arrived 30 minutes late. While he's mad that Bentley didn't come to the first one, he's 30 minutes late to it. And then he spent most of the time in his bedroom. So he wasn't even that present at the second birthday party. So you guys leave me your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. I know this video was a little bit long, but I had a lot to say and I wanted to break it down for you guys. Let me know your thoughts. Are you guys happy that Taylor is finally speaking up and saying something? That someone is saying something and not kissing anyone's butt again, and they're just putting their feelings out there? I'm happy for you guys. I do wonder if maybe it's time for them to maybe leave the show because things are getting so hard on Bentley to the point that he needs counseling. Everything is being exposed for him. I don't know. I love watching the family, but I am questioning, like, is it their time to leave too? Just like it was time for Chelsea to leave, you know, because Aubrey is, you know, becoming of age and you don't want certain things aired on TV. I don't know. You guys leave me your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye, everyone.